Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here with your flying weather outlook for the weekend and week ahead, brought to you exclusively by Fly Magazine in association with weatherschool.co.uk. And another breezy weekend ahead. Going to be some gales around in places, as well as rain across more northern parts of the country. Next week, the winds do look as if they ease, and we probably do get drizzle out towards the west, particularly over parts of western Scotland and northwest England. But for most areas, it looks as if it is going to be dry. We've got a tropical maritime air mass, but also higher pressure building in. Now, if you want to know more about air masses, yep, I know that we cover them on the PPL syllabus, but to be honest, put your hands up if you understand them. No? No, didn't think so. Aviation Weather School is where we talk about air masses properly. You can predict cloud bases and tops, cloud amounts, visibility, and so much more once you understand air masses. But that's only one part of Aviation Weather School. We talk all about fronts, highs, lows, how they're going to affect your flying, how you can better forecast them yourself. I mean, how often have you looked at a chart and thought, well, is that front actually weak? Is it producing any rain? I'll show you all that sort of stuff. And also get you to spot weather windows up to 5 days in advance. You can book your place now at weatherschool.co.uk. My next Part 1 course. It's booking up quite quickly, so you do need to get in there. It's on the consecutive Saturday mornings of the 12th and 19th of March between 09:30 and 12:30 hours. You get access to a recording as well after each of those sessions, so you can go back and watch and brush up on anything you may have missed. You've got access to those recordings for a week. So do go to weatherschool.co.uk. That's where to find out more information and to book your place now. And I look forward to seeing you in March. Okay then, this is how the forecast shapes up for Thursday. We've got a west to southwesterly flow through the course of Thursday. This brings a fair amount of cloud, particularly to western parts of the country. Eastern areas tend to see more breaks. I think probably flyable conditions across many southern parts of the UK. Probably eastern areas as well, although a bit gusty across northeast England. Further west, I think here we are going to be seeing some drizzle at times. Some rain, stronger winds getting into western Scotland, northwestern Ireland, bringing probably non-flyable conditions here. And I do think that across eastern Scotland, probably too windy for most of us as well, with gusts of 35 knots. On to Friday, cold front clearing its way southeastwards early on Friday morning. And that will be taking outbreaks of showery rain with it early on Friday morning. Following in behind, breezy conditions, some showers, most of the showers across northern and western parts of Scotland, also into northwest England, parts of the northwest Midlands, northern and western parts of Wales, as well as Western Ireland. I think these areas, realistically, we have to talk about being marginal VFR. Base is probably around 2,000 feet. The top's up at about 15,000 feet. Some breaks in the cloud, but there will be fairly gusty winds. 25-30 knots across western coasts, more generally 15 to 20 knots for most of us. Eastern areas generally flyable, but again breezy, gusting 25 to 30 knots at times, and the wind direction probably a west to west northwesterly. So I guess if you're okay with the wind straight down the runway, then yeah, it's flyable. But any crosswind there, I think, becomes too much for many of us. But generally, base is about 3,000 feet. Tops are going to be up at around 10 to 15,000 feet. Saturday's a windy day for all. Look how close together those isobars are. I guess that across the far south of the country, we may just go into marginal, perhaps even VFR conditions here, with the bases of around 4,000 feet, and the top's probably getting up at about 10,000 feet. But I think for most other areas, it is just simply going to be too windy. Some drizzle across northwestern parts of England, more persistent rain across western Scotland, rain across northern and western Ireland, non-VFR conditions here. And I do think that across eastern parts of Scotland, northeast England, we're generally non-VFR as well. So not the best of days due to those winds. Sunday, windy again, the front slipping southwards during the course of Sunday. An area of cloud, patchy rain across much of northern England, the Midlands, Wales as well. I think here we've got to talk about non-VFR overall. If the cloud base doesn't get you, which will probably be about 1,500 to 2,000 feet, the wind will, gusting 30, 35 knots. More rain across western Scotland, not particularly brilliant here. Non-VFRable bases 12 to 1,500 feet. Probably better eastern Scotland, may just be flyable there. May be marginal across the far south of England, but again, it is going to be windy, gusts of 30 to 35 knots. And then next week, as I say, things look like they do improve. High pressure building in towards the south. So on Monday, I'm going to say that it's breezy, but it's flyable across most of England and Wales. Gusts probably up to 30 knots across northeast England. Southern England gusting 20-25 knots. But not bad overall, generally flyable. Need to watch for some drizzle affecting these western coasts and hills. Most of it across western Scotland, non-VFR here. Because of that drizzle, base is 1,000 to 1,200 feet. Marginal across eastern Scotland where it is going to be breezy. But generally, like you see there, a better day for Monday. Tuesday, high pressure is in control. Now, lots of moisture around on Tuesday. You see the warm front, that's going to have cloud associated with it. Some drizzle as well. Generally non to marginal VFR in these areas. Low cloud, hill fog. Southern parts of England may see some mist and fog at first, but I'm hopeful most of it lifts. It looks flyable. Northern Scotland probably flyable as well, but just keep an eye on that forecast. And then for Wednesday, high pressure still with us. Now, I do think that fog could be more of a problem across England and Wales during Wednesday, particularly across southern parts of England. I do think it clears and leaves us with a fair afternoon, but there is a lot of moisture there. Probably more quickly becoming flyable across more northern parts of England. Some drizzle and some rain affecting western Scotland, Western Ireland. Maybe a little bit of drizzle for western Wales as well, but generally other areas flyable. And I do think we become flyable across southern areas later, although it will be rather hazy. So again, one to just keep an eye on the forecast for. And this is something else that we deal with at Aviation Weather School. So get to weatherschool.co.uk, get your place booked now. Okay, that's it from me. I will see you Thursday evening live with the Flyer team at 7:30 with an update on the weekend forecast board for you. But for now, whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining and bye for now.